Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance. We are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Today, Week 17 is upon us, and we've got a good one in store here, as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Here's Joshua Carney ready to get this one started. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. When you talk about this Jets defense, they sit at number 20 in the NFL right now against the run.
And the focus now is making sure that they're hitting on all cylinders as they head into the playoffs. And that means they've got to stop the run better, because playoff football often means running football. So they've got to be prepared for that.
Now here's Mahomes. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Well, on third down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys who trust, especially.
There he goes, left side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there with his 17th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. There's a short one. It's caught by Taylor. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
They'll run on first down. It's Bass. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough and run supported. I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back.
Let's go now.
Operating from the gun, Spencer. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That'll bring up second and goal after the gain of 5.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Second and goal from the 1. Back to throw. Spencer. Sanders got it. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Jets are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. And the QB rating right now is sky high. 4 for 4 on that opening drive, and it ends with a touchdown pass.
Yeah, I don't know quite how to figure it out. I think I need my friends from MIT to come in and help me. I think 158.3 is the number one.
No, that's
right. That's the highest you can get. That's where he is. He'd like to continue on that pace.
Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that. Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now 2nd and 5. Mahomes now to throw. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First catch so far by Pickens. It's good for a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Hey, 43, 15. Watch out.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Now inside the 25. And all the way in for the Ravens touchdown. A big play there with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7.
14, Jets 7. Timeout Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Then confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. That one out wide and intercepted. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
Yellow!
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
At the 17-yard
2nd and 5.
Yellow!
Now Mahomes. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Now a handoff as they run outside. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
4th down. Tyler Luke on for the field goal. A 36-yard attempt.
And this one is right through. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. After one, 17-7 the score on EA Sports. Stick with it on first down. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he's trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 7. From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. Caught by Wilson. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll leave them with a 3rd and 2.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
And this almost intercepted. Not sure he saw the free safety that time. But lucky, incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete.
And he's caught.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, the 6-yard gain, and it all works out.
So the 4th down conversion has him inside the 40 now, 1st and 10.
Now a handoff up the middle. Bass. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Second down in the yard.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Bass. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, "Are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down." They love being physical.
Up the middle for 3, and it's second down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
They'll come up 2nd and 7.
Up the middle they go. It's Bass. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
52 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Curtis. 2 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be second down.
Second and 8 at the Ravens' 14-yard line.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Now a handoff up the middle.
pass. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a first and goal.
But there are strong running plays, and then there are plays where you simply outclass the defense, and we saw the latter there. They ran straight up the heart of that front for an excellent gain and first down. Simply put, you've got to put up more of a fight defending the middle. Otherwise, this is going to be a long game.
Hey, check that. Come on, set. Count, smash.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Jets get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. So the late touchdown there, and that certainly changes things as we move toward halftime.
Yeah, and there's a potential for things to change even more because, remember, they get the ball first to start the third quarter. So they can potentially double up here and take the lead. A great opportunity for them.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it leads down to a field goal at 17-14. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20.
Their own 20-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they may just be content to take this 3-point lead and head into the locker room. And he'll be out right at the 35. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Mahomes going to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Repeated the last play, finding Walker. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, go to zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now it's Mahomes again. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this third quarter. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now he's getting the ball to start the second half. How about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Now a give right side. It's Bass. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
How about the job there on the outside? Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
Still needing 10 yards. Now it's 3rd down. Looking to throw. Spencer. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. A gain of 19 and picking up the first.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, no one likes to see that drop, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Over the middle, complete. That's Bass. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. It was a solid check down there with pressure coming, wasn't it?
It was, because you're trying to go through your progression, and when you have that type of pressure in your face,
well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Ravens are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Looking to put a drive together. And that could turn out to be a giant play, Charles. You got an offense driving to take the lead, but they're turned away on the INT.
And I think that we might look back on this in the 4th quarter and say, that was the play of the game.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
They'll give him 4 yards there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Pass taken in by his big tight end. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
They'll work the middle here with Wright. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Getting this into the hands of Eric Dickerson. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 29-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice game.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Finds Pickens out right. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd
On play action, it's Mahomes. He's got his target. That's complete. He will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Handoff working right. Down at the 2. Broke through the first contact, but ultimately stopped short of the goal line. Give him 2 yards on that one. Second and goal now.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on first down.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. George Pickens, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30.
35-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
There's a short one. It's caught by Taylor. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 23 yards the pickup there.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Now a play fake here on first down. They'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2 at the 34-yard line.
Now a give, right side. It's Bass. But he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down.
Brings up third and 1.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. Back to throw. Spencer. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. From the gun on third down, Spencer. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Kyle Hamilton picks it. And the Ravens are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on fourth down. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Throwing now is Mahomes. Got an open man, it's Pickens. That'll go for a gain of 7. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try to run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. They work now on 2nd and 9. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 36. The offense on 3rd down, they've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. Wright's got it. And he will have a Ravens first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
Yellow. Attack.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Yellow. Hey, 43.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
60 Bobcats.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
But they've certainly had trouble unlocking this defense through 3.5 quarters, so I don't expect it to get any easier now. You know they're going to be sitting back and waiting on everything, and they force an incompletion there.
Here comes 2nd down.
Operating from the gun, Spencer.
Pass complete to Taylor.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
2 timeouts still remaining, but scoring quickly, a must. It's 1st and 10.
Looking to throw. Spencer.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely four-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Here's 1st and 10.
Mustang 19, half the 60, half the 60.
Back to throw. Spencer.
That's going to be caught. It's a rookie from Clemson.
And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
1 timeout at their disposal, but more pressing is the need for 2 scores, obviously. Here's 1st and 10.
Looking to throw. Spencer. Got a man complete. It's Taylor. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Of course, remember, you need a touchdown here and a field goal.
Doesn't matter the order, but they have to get it done and get it done fast.
This is 1st and 10.
Buffalo 18.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Very quickly here, and that's complete. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
All about the numbers, huh?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up.
The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play.
3rd and 7.
And they'll indeed take a knee. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams, right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.
So for Baltimore, they get the critical victory to move them to 9-7 now.
So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Everything litty, I love when it's hot. Turned to the city, I broke out the notch. Got some more millies, I keep me a knot. I created history, it made me a lot. He tried to diss me and it don't false. We call them Chaucer cause they gonna chop. Took her out of filers cause of hot. I run it like Nike, we got it on lock. Cardiac eye, I'm the boss man in a suit with no tie. I can't be, I gotta stay. Put me some in the can of this dry. Riding this special like Bunny and Clyde. Don't worry, baby, I keep me some fire. She mayonnaise and burger, she cannot decide. The ladies Mercedes, here go to surprise. Don't sleep on Miss Lady, help ride. Bet while I'm gripping her side. Big and mad bet, this ain't regular size. We really fly, we like Pelican guys. You ain't slick, I can tell her the skies. Upgrade at my wrist, put her gas in the sky. She think I might sign her and change her whole life. I told her to goggle and work on her highs. Everything litty, I love when it's hot. Turned to the city, I broke out the nut. Got some more millies, I keep me a knot. I created history, it made me a lot. He tried to diss me and it don't false. We call them Chaucer cause they gonna chop. Took her out of filers cause of pop. I run it like Nike, we got it on lock.
Okay, money, okay, Anna, Brandon, I took the Billy cool back and I hopped in the car. I put this in front of the Billy in front of the driver. And man, sit there in the road.